Okay. Washing is hung up. That's the adult life. The real never-ending story, laundry. Never ends. So, I'm going to do Skyreach Catacombs by myself on my new character, which is my new Arcanist. The class is OP, and I'm sure it's going to get nerfed into the ground. I'll be back playing something else within no time. But in the meantime, let's take advantage of its overpoweredness. I'm DPS, and I'm running 5-piece Pillar of Nirn, 5-piece Deadly, 5-piece, and 1-piece Slime Crawls on my shoulders. It's not the best piece right now because it's got crit resistance, which I need to get off, but to do that I need to get transmute crystals that I just don't have any of at the moment, so I can't change that right now. I shouldn't be running max magicka on those 2 pieces of gear because I'm a stamina. Yeah, I'm all over the shop apparently, but Ring and Pale Order don't even need to be min-maxed or have anything set up right on these characters. They're so overpowered right now, but that's alright. So, if for people who don't know, which I'm sure if you're watching this video you know, Skyreach Catacombs. It's a little group dungeon in Craiglawn, and it's very good for Fighters Guild rep, and that's what I'm here for, because new characters mean farming rep again. I am a vampire, but I haven't put any skills in it because new character, no skill points. Maybe I'll do a stream on sky shard hunting. That's some exciting stuff. If that goes well, we could go fishing. Even more exciting. But yeah, level 7 Fighters Guild. Gotta get that up. I'm currently dual wielding front bar, fire staff on the back bar. Which is working pretty well. I'm pretty sure that is what I'm going to continue to do. Because I am a stamina, but I have quite a few magical abilities I need to cast. So if you go into the skills and you go through magicka, magic, 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 magic. So the whole back bar is magic abilities. Front bar is my stamina, but that's magic. But I'm going to switch that out for something else when I get some more skill points. There are no stamina morphs for these. So I either use a way to get back magicka, which is my fire staff, or I switch them out and not use those abilities. But they're pretty strong abilities. But yeah, build up crux, get your 3 crux, and bye-bye beam. I'm by no means a professional at this game, and I literally just came back to it a couple weeks ago. My partner and I played quite a bit. I've got about 1,300 hours on the PS5. We stopped playing when Diablo 4 came out, and now we're a bit bored with Diablo 4. Unless we, the new season, we might get back into Diablo 4. Problem with playing MMOs and having social anxiety is you need other people to play these games. Well, to succeed at playing these games, you need other people. And when you've got social anxiety and you don't like to talk to people, like right now, I'm talking to myself, which is pretty standard for me anyway. So there are some shields that might be better than this ring that I'm using. Still experimenting with some things. I watched some videos as well, obviously. I'm not making this up myself particularly. But I like to experiment with things, make it my own if I can. So ideally I want Trap Beast and Dawnbreaker. I'm going to put Dawnbreaker as my front bar ultimate. And then on my front bar I'm pretty much just going to have Deadly Cloak, Escalating Rune Blades to build Crux, Pragmatic Fate Carver to consume the Crux. I'm going to have Expert Hunter, but that'll be Camouflage Hunter, I'm pretty sure it will morph to. When I morph that, might keep Tentacular of Dread on there and then switch the back bar to another shield. In fact, might do that right now. Don't need to have that double barred. Put that shield on there instead. Yeah, give that a go. Yeah, it's messing around with some things. I was keen to get back to do some PvP, but I don't know if people who've played this game will realise that PvP is good and I really love it, but it's fucking hard. It's so hard. You either have the overpowered sets. Well, shit, I can't even figure out what that is, to be honest. I can't even figure out what the overpowered sets are. I've read heaps on it. I've been on all the big people's pages. All the best PvPers, and I still can't figure out what you're supposed to do. But trying to solo this shit, this is hard to solo, but playing by yourself in this game, like any MMO, has its huge disadvantages. I was keen to play the Arcanist as a healer, but and I might yet. Just depends if I can find people that are, I don't say good, but if I can find people to play with who are good and want to play with me as well regularly, then I'll heal. I'm happy to heal. I'm happy to tank. Happy to do DPS. But when you're soloing, playing by yourself, you have to be able to deal damage. Have no lack of damage, but the healing in this is very interesting. Lots of shields. This part's pretty high pressure. It's very slow. I think when it first came out, they were put on a timer because they were like, well, it's going to take people a bit of time to kill these. But it's taking much less time to kill them these days. When my partner and I used to play this, I needed her to be able to do this. I couldn't solo it. And I'd like to say it's because I got better at the game, but truth is, Arcanist is just overpowered. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm enjoying it though. Think about making my gear gold, so I'm not golded out on everything. Jewelry's hard to gold out. I could probably gold out most of this armor pieces though. I've got plenty of materials on my crafter. I'm not sure how much damage difference there is between casting your beam with 3 crux, 1 crux. I know 0 crux is the damage is about 6 or 7,000. That 1 crux was hitting for about 10,000. How many crux is that? That's 3 crux, and then it hits for about 15,000. So the difference between 1 crux and 3 crux, which are these little orange triangles that are floating around me, is about 5,000 damage per tick, which is a fair bit. How fast does the ability tick? Every 0.3 of a second. So it does every 0.3 of a second. It does 3,896, and then they increase by 33% per crux, so 100%. That doesn't really check out though, does it? For 4 seconds, every 0.3 of a second for 4 seconds. That's a lot of hits. Get all my buffs on. See, that used up all my magicka. Stand in the fire because Arcanist. So yeah, that's why Arcanist would not be that great. Well, Arcanist would be great in PvP, I think. I'm not an expert. It would just... I don't think you're going to be able to use your beam. Because as soon as you start streaming this beam, someone just has to bash you. It's not like in World of Warcraft where you have to use an actual interrupt ability. All you have to do to interrupt in this game is this. Done. And you can just keep interrupting. Just like that. So in PvP, it'd be fucking annoying. Oh, purple braces for my companion. What do they have? I'm wearing purple ones, but they're medium. Damn, they're a bit better, but they're not. That could be a good way to make some gold, because I was looking at buying some companion gear the other day, and it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Gotta figure out, do I want to run destruction stuff? I was looking at, even a guy in my guild on the Discord put up a video of running 123 damage, but 123,000 damage per second on Arcanist. The highest I've been able to get on any of my characters so far is about 83 or 84,000 DPS, which is pretty good. Like, I'm not saying that's bad. For this game, that's not bad. Average players hit 50k, I guess. Maybe lower, 30k, 20k. So, but for those guys doing 128k is ridiculous. Okay, we got a. I've got one skill point left to spend. Ah, I can do trap beast, but I can also morph. So what is camouflage hunter? While slotted, dealing damage from the flank gives you minor berserk. Okay, I will take that, but right now we want trap beast, and we want to put that on the bar somewhere so that we can level it up. That's all I'm here for, just leveling skills, getting rep. Gonna have to go sky shard hunting. Okay, that little red sword in bottom left next to my potion there means my weapon needs recharged. Simple process. Charge weapon. Use it. I'm just going to charge them all because pretty common to need to charge them. Run out of... All that happens if your weapon is not charged, your enchant doesn't work. So in this case, fiery weapon enchant, poison damage enchant, physical damage, and restores stamina on my fire staff. But I do need to... I need to change some stuff. It's a work in progress. This is a new character. Damn, alright, yeah. Definitely going to be out farming sky shards. Playing on the computer is a bit easier than the PlayStation when it comes to farming those sorts of things because you can use add-ons that show you exactly where they are. And yeah, look at that Fighters Guild rep coming in. That's what we're here for. So yeah, even on the stamina, all that magic abilities, I use my magicka up in about 2 seconds. And the class abilities on the Arcanist are so strong. It'd be crazy not to use them. Oh, companion leveled up. So yeah, that's the new Arcanist companion that came out with Necrom expansion, which was the most recent expansion. We got him while we were leveling the new characters. And I've tried to make him into a tank, because this character is either going to be a healer or a DPS. So have another tank with me. Don't know how good he is. Although I don't think he's died during this. I'm also trying to farm up some of those pieces, the fire pieces though. Right, so if I go to companion and he leveled, does that mean he has another skill? No. He gets that at level 12. What level is he? 10. Alright. Has he got any good abilities? What do you got? Light armor, medium, heavy. Equip companion with 3 pieces of heavy armor to unlock this skill line. Oh, did I not? Complete a Fighters Guild daily quest to unlock this skill line. Oh, okay. That's easy. Increases max health by 3%, decreases ability cooldown by 3%. That's just a passive. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. See, that was no crux. Each tick was hitting for about 5k. Alright, that's 3 crux. Each hit looks like it's hit. Oh, I saw a 15,000 in there, but average 8k. But if I use my circle ability, I can add, you put Abyssal Ink, it's called, and then the enemy take 5% more damage from your attacks. So you hit 3 crux, that's hitting for like 15-8, 15-8. The Abyssal Ink is very strong buff. 5%. Adds up. That's this ability. You can't really see what the ability looks like. Oh yeah, but it's like a tentacle hand. See? Like Venom. I was playing this character without the beam, but everything I read and everybody I spoke to said, I didn't speak to anybody, who am I kidding? I don't talk to people. But everything I read and everything I saw online was like, you got to use the beam. So here we are, using the beam. And it's strong, but it's a bit boring. Because what? It's 4 seconds. Have a coffee. That Ring of the Pale Order. Look at the healing coming up. You don't normally see the healing because it only shows up if you're at low health and need healing. But when you've got a bit of health, it goes down. Oh, companion boots. Damn, we're on fire with the companion gear today. That's great. Have they increased the drop rates on that? What boots am I wearing? I've got purple boots on already. Ooh, these are heavy though. Damn, son. You might have to use them. I'd like to sell them. I don't think we can. I don't think we can sell them. I think we got to use them. Yep, we use them. Alright, now we got the heavy armor. Companion menu, skills. So, what's in the heavy armor? There's a passive. Increases the amount of damage blocked by 1% for each piece heavy armor equipped. Healing received. Okay. And then there is an ability he can get, Bulwark. Okay. Decreases the cooldown of break free. Okay. I've never seen him dodge. Wait, the passives don't affect me, do they? Not sure. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit boring. The whole hold the beam, can't die. What's that? I think there's a boss in here. Yep. Go kill this boss. This boss is very easy to kill by yourself. My 3 crux, use my Abyssal Ink, get my 3 crux again, and laser beam. Yes, that's hitting for 16,000. That's going to knock me down. And this is why my partner doesn't like the trap, because it doesn't instantly go off. So if the boss runs out of it, there wasn't a box spawn there, is there? No. Okay. Off we go. And through here. Halfway through. I'm killing everything as I go through because what's one Fighters Guild rep for each kill. Which doesn't sound like a lot. And I'm not actually sure how much. Does it tell you how much rep you need for each level? I have no idea. It is a lot quicker doing this when you have someone to do it with. So if you are going to try and do Skyreach Catacombs, is that what this is called? Catacombs? Yes, Skyreach Catacombs. Great spot for Fighters Guild rep. Little difficult to solo. And slow to solo. If you can solo it, it takes you a while. I'm really interested now though with this character to find out how easy Veteran Maelstrom Arena will be. Because I was doing Veteran Maelstrom Arena on my Warden and he couldn't solo this. But I could do Veteran Maelstrom Arena. Not no death though. Definitely not no death. I'd like to be able to do no death. Working on it. Working on it. I think this guy might stand a chance. However, I'm gonna need to get all his skill lines finished off and get a bunch more skill points because I don't even have my armor passives. Don't even have all the armor passives, I don't think. I think I'm only using heavy and medium armor. No, wait, I might not even be using heavy armor. I've got no heavy passives, I've just got medium and light. Medium, medium, medium. So all my body pieces are medium. Oh, I got light shoulders on. Alright. That's why I don't have heavy armor passives. But I'm tanky as hell. So don't know if I need a piece. Because I'm using the mythic item, Ring of the Pale Order, for this only for solo stuff, because if you're not aware of what that ring does, it's good. It restores 20% of the damage you deal as health, so you're healing yourself continuously. 20% of all damage you're doing is healing yourself. But if you're in a group, the value is decreased by 4% per ally. So one other person in your group, you're healing for 16%, which is still pretty good. However, you can't be healed by anybody else or your companions. So once you get into a group, if you're in a group of 4, that's gone. It's all gone because 4 times 4 is 16%. So you're going to be healing for 4% of the damage you're doing. And I don't know if that counts you in the group, right? Per ally you're grouped with. Okay, so 16%. So you have 4% left of healing, but you won't be able to be healed by your healer. But very good for solo content. Put a shield on yourself and just do damage. Nothing can kill you. And the Arcanist shields are very strong. And then when I use this beam, I get another shield. Look at that healing coming up. The green writing is the healing. The tentacles one-shotting the baddies. They're not getting the abyssal ink on them because they're dead already. Anyway, I started talking instead of playing. Go back here while my ultimate kills those. It does seem like a waste of time, but I need to kill him for my Fighters Guild. Look, that's 13 Fighters Guild rep. I don't want to go Sky Shard hunting, but I don't want to use crowns to buy Sky Shards either. I got a map on my phone. I can go around and collect the Sky Shards. I always see guilds in their advertisement that they do Sky Shard hunting. And I've been on some of those Sky Shard hunting adventures. This game taught me something. I'm a little bit antisocial. Don't like people. That's terrible. But a lot of people with mental health problems don't want to be around people, don't want to talk to people. Not unusual. Does make playing an MMO difficult. That was the wrong button. Look at that shield. And then back to full health. Insane. So I guess after I finish this, it will be Sky Shard hunting for a little bit. Maybe if I just do 10 minutes of Sky Shard hunting a day. Also unlock some way shrines and whatnot. Be good for future if I need to go around. That's what I need my partner's help for, actually. I want to get the new mythic item, which is apparently very good for arcanists. Increases all damage you do by 15% and reduces your light attack damage and heavy attack damage by 99%, which is a huge damage decrease. But because of heavy attacks anyway, so I think it's worth a try. Everything I've read says it is worth a try, but it's scrying, and I do have a maxed out scryer, so I can easily make it. Just need to go get the parts, which require me to kill world bosses. And I was trying the world boss yesterday, and I was doing fine, except this world boss required you to interrupt him while you're stunned, so you need somebody else there to be able to interrupt it, because while you're stunned he's feeding on you. And gets all his health back. I think I had him at like 50% health, and then he stuns me. If I didn't die, which I managed to figure out how not to die by putting some damage over times on him so that I was getting healed by the Ring of Pale Order. So I didn't die, but he would heal himself back, and the amount of damage I could do to him, he would just heal it all back every time he stunned me. So, I need my partner to jump on her DPS. Come and help me. Luckily I have her to help me every once in a while. I don't think she's really enjoying the game anymore, but she'll still come help me. Which is nice of her. For people who have never played Elderscrolls, you can read the bookshelves, and they will give you increases to some of your skill lines. You can literally read them though, each one is individually. Look, if you wanted to read all the lore in this game, that would be crazy. People do it, I'm sure. People love it. but it's a lot of lore. Need to concentrate for a second here, because on this one, when my partner and I used to do this together, and I would bring my warden, she would bring her magic sorcerer, I would die on this with two of us quite often. There goes my companion. Yeah, I would die on this quite often. And then she would have to finish it. She should probably be the one streaming. She's better at this game than I am. But yeah, that's the only difficult fight in this whole dungeon to solo, personally, I believe. Just because there's three of them and they're shooting at you and they won't get together. One stands here, one stands here, one stands over here. Even line of sighting them around the back of this, the two, they're still spread out. You can't group them, which is annoying. But that's okay. Because now they're not hard to kill at all. They used to be. So this is almost done. How much Fighters Guild did I get? I was almost 7 and I'm halfway through 8. And I want to get to 10 to get Dawnbreaker Ultimate, which I won't actually ever use the ultimate. I'll just have it on my bar for the buffs. If people are not aware, increases weapon damage by 3% for each Fighters Guild ability. So if I can have Trap Beast, Expert Hunter, and Dawnbreaker on my bar, that's 3% for each one. That's 9% increased weapon damage, which is huge. Not to mention the fact that you generate ultimate when you kill enemies. The trap does a fair bit of damage as well, but also increases your critical damage by 10% when it triggers. This does not nothing, but it's just passive. You just want it for the major savagery and prophecy, which is increased spell and weapon critical strike chance. Dawnbreaker is a pretty decent damage for a low, well, not pretty decent, it's a very good damage for a very low ultimate cost, 129. And then when you morph it into Flawless Dawnbreaker, you do additional damage to targets that have the dot on them. So it's a really good ultimate. It's just not as good as this. It's just not as good as this laser. Look at that, it's just destroying them. And then just following it around. I don't think it's as good as that. I'm just going to have it on my bar. When I want to use ultimate, switch to my back bar. Use the ultimate, switch back to my front bar. For the 9% weapon damage. That's the plan. That's what I believe will be good. I am tempted to switch out, and I already have the set, switch out Pillar of Nirn for a trial set. Either the Whirl of the Depths, might be saying that wrong, Whirl of the Depths, or Reliquins. Reliquins is a single target damage ability, puts a little blue dot on the enemy, which stacks up. Whirl of the Depths procs every, I think it's like 6 seconds or something. You can proc a little whirlwind, it's not whirlwind because it's water, but little whirlwind thing. I don't know what to call it. A little pool of damage under the enemy, but it doesn't move if the enemy move out of it. So it's not good for high mobility fights. I believe it is pretty high damage though. might give it a try, especially if I'm just doing, if I'm just gonna do test dummies, then the test dummy doesn't move. But we'll see. I have both of those sets already. World of the Depths is a light armor set, so that might be good because even though I'm stamina, having that extra magicka, because like I said, my whole back bar is just all magic abilities. And look at the healing. I was stunned, and just my damage over times were healing the crap out of me. That's it. That is Skyreach Catacombs. Sorry, Azanda. You died again. You did your part. You played your part. Your part was to die so I didn't die. So each day I do this because I want the fire proc set as well. Maybe for PvP. Apparently it's a bit of a cheese set. And when you suck at PvP like I do, you need the cheese sets. Everyone's like, cheese, don't use the cheese sets, but that's fine if you're a pro. If you're Deltia from Deltia's Gaming, sure, you probably don't need the cheese sets, but if you're Snafu from Snafu Gaming, you need it because you suck. But this return to Elderscrolls, I want to actually complete a couple of veteran things as well that I haven't done. Bunch of veteran dungeons. I'd love to try to find a Trials guild that's serious, not super serious, but a bit serious about Trials because, and I'm happy to tank, heal, or DPS. Like I said, I can hit about 80k and this guy might get higher. I'm happy to do any role, but when we were doing Trials before, some of the people in the guild were really nice people, but they fucked around so much. My partner would be about to leave group because we've spent 45 minutes just getting into the fucking trial. The trial takes a couple of hours and you're taking 45 minutes just to get grouped and in. It's crazy. So I want a little bit more seriousness when it comes to trial groups. Just a little bit more organisation maybe, I don't know. But yep, they fucked around a lot. And this is a trial or a fucking comedy show. Also, half year not funny. That's subjective, I suppose. Ooh, Purple Ring of Fire. So yeah, this is the set that I believe people are saying is a bit of a cheese set, but weapon damage and spell damage, yeah. Max stamina, nice. Crit strike chance, sure, that's fine. When you deal damage with a weapon, you deal an additional 2,366 flame damage. This effect can occur once every 2 seconds and scales off the higher of your weapon and spell damage. So, everything scales off weapon or spell damage these days. That was a nice change to the game. But yeah, that sounds good. That would not work with the neck that I'm trying to get because you're not using weapon. Well, you're probably still going to weave. So people don't know weaving. I'm not a pro at weaving, but between each ability you tap your light attack. So you're doing light attack fire, light attack this, light attack whatever, light attack, light attack. It's called weaving. And on some builds it increases your damage by quite a bit. On this, I mean, it's going to increase my damage, but when I get this neck... Ooh, nice. If I get this neck that reduces the damage of light attacks by 99%, it will be a bit pointless. to do light attacks for any other reason but to proc your weapons. So my weapon enchants do fire and poison damage. If you're not doing light attacks or heavy attacks, you're not proccing a weapon, so it's pointless. Also, light attacks increase ultimate regeneration, so if you want to get your ultimates up, you need to be doing light attacks. Even if they're only hitting for 1% of their damage, you have to do them still. But they're part of rotation now anyway. Once you're used to doing light attack weaving, even if you're not particularly good at it, you get used to it. Cool. Well, I am in Craiglawn right now, and it says there are 18 sky shards here. However, when I go to my app, it doesn't tell me. When I go to the app on my phone, the ESO app, yes, I have an Elderscrolls app on my phone, and I go to Craiglawn, which is in other regions, and I turn on sky shards. It does not show me where the sky shards are. So let's go to a zone that does show me where the sky shards are. Okay, so let's go to, wait a minute. Oh yeah, let's go to everybody's favorite Dolom farming area, the Alakia Desert. People just go around in a circle all day. My 8-year-old son and I were doing it the other day to level his character. He lasted about 2 rotations of the 3 Doloms before he was like, this is boring. I'm not doing this anymore. So we stopped. But something else that's boring that I'm sure he would fucking absolutely hate if he was here is skyshard farming. There we go, Alkia Desert. I'm up there. Oh, there's one back here. Apparently there's one right here. There's a bunch of mages books around here too. I'm trying to think. What is my Mages Guild? I've leveled Mages Guild to max level before. It is rough. And like this, Entropy is a good ability. That's the only ability I've ever used from Mages Guild. This one, Mage Light, does the exact same thing as this one. Expert Hunter just gives you Major Prophecy. The reason that they have this is because back in the day, you would need spell critical or weapon critical depending on whether you're a magic or a stamina, but now they do both. Magicka and health of Mages Guild abilities reduced. Increases duration of Mages Guild abilities. Increases your max Magicka and max Magicka recovery for Mages Guild abilities is slotted. Casting a mage ability increases damage of your heavy attacks against monsters by 70%. Oh, okay. That's cool. For 5 seconds. Huh, did not know that. That would be good for my partner's heavy attack lightning sword. Anyway, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. But Entropy, yeah, that's probably the only ability I would want to use. But then if I use it, I want to get the passives, then I end up having to level to level 10. Takes a long time. Question whether it's worth it. You could use real money to level it once you've leveled a character up, but it's quite a bit of money, like quite a bit of real money. And I understand why people do it, because it's a lot of work, and if you have a full-time job, you have money but no time. Totally get it. I personally am currently not working, so I'm not going to be wasting real-life money on in-game things. Although the children love the Fortnite skins. Hey, there's a skill. There's a skill. Where am I going to spend it? Ruffian. What is Ruffian? How is my dual wield? 39. Okay. I've got none of my vampire skills. So I don't think there's much point spending While slotted, dealing critical damage from the flank of an enemy grants minor berserk. While active, your non-ultimate fighter guild abilities have increased damage. Increases the radius of the reveal. Okay, cool. But not gonna. When I've only got very limited. And the other thing I've seen in a lot of builds now, Necrotic Orb, which is an undaunted ability. A lot of people have been using this again, so I don't know if that got buffed. Or people just like it. Don't know. Well, those two sky shards are easy to find because apparently I've run past them in the past and not picked them up. So let's just head to those. It's a huge, huge game. It is just enormous. Each of these zones has, well, this one has 16 sky shards. The last zone I was in had 18, but I can't find a map for it and I just can't be bothered running around finding them right now. Every 3 sky shards will get you a skill point. So there's 16 in this zone. But yeah, if you go to the crown store, you can go to upgrades. And when you go down in upgrades, you can buy riding lessons and things, which actually I need to go do my horse training again today. But you can level skill lines 3,000. So what's 3,000? I'm not sure, but to level a skill line will cost 3,000. And then yeah, you can also, if you've collected all the sky shards in a zone, you can buy the sky shards. It costs 800, 150 for that one. Because there's only 3 left remaining, it tells you how many. So 16, 800 crowns for 16 sky shards. And only in areas where you've collected them all. So you can see there's not many areas where I've collected all the sky shards. Well, okay, so 3,000 to level up. Let's have a look in the PlayStation Store. I don't know if that's going to fuck up my thing. $24. Okay, so I looked in the PlayStation Store real quickly. It was $24 right now for 3,000 sky shards. Oh, sorry, for 3,000 crowns. But the regular price is $30. So to level up your skill lines because you don't have time or you just can't be bothered, it costs you $30. Australian dollars. 30 Australian dollars. And let's face it, that's, I mean, oh shit, this is not the right way. Most people in Australia, I mean, $30 an hour is pretty average sort of pay, right? People getting paid between 20 and 40 on average per hour. So if you're going to spend $30 on leveling up that's 1 hour of your work. Which, I mean, it's 1 hour at work to do that, or to level that skill line. I don't even know. It depends which skill line, but you're looking 10, 15, 20 hours to level the skill line. So, I can see why people would buy it, for sure. Alright, that's 2 sky shards. We're going to head to that one next. Let's go. Oh, I think people in my guild are saying the queue for Cyrodiil right now, which is the open world PvP zone, is 49 minutes, or are they 49th in the queue? I'm not 100% sure. Either way, the queue times have been really long for... there'll be sky shards and all the delves as well. But yeah, the queue times for Cyrodiil have been really long, and then I get in there and I realise I suck, and then I'm like, why did I just queue for 40 minutes to get into this just to freaking suck and be by myself? Because I'll do all this research, I'll get this build, I'll use the right abilities, I'll use the right gear, the gear people are saying is overpowered, right? And then I'll get in there and I'll just be bashing on a Dragon Knight for friggin' 10 minutes and they won't die. And then they'll just turn around and like, oh, they'll be like, oh, we're going to kill this guy now because he's next. And they'll just turn to me and just one-shot me. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was worthwhile. I wonder when the baby's waking up, because it's 9, 10, 11. He's been asleep for a long time. And I want to go to the golf range, but I might not have time now, because I'm going to paint Warhammer models this afternoon. That's right about here. There's a sky shard. Let's go. DPS looking for normal RGD daily. I'm not even 100% sure what that is. There's so many dailies. If you went around and did every daily quest in this game every day, I'm not even sure. You'd spend all day just doing daily quests. 100%. Can't run up there, can I? I could have just used the way shrine, but that's alright. Probably should have. The Alkir Desert is a bit... Oh, look, I'm going the wrong way. I can hear people fighting. Oh, yeah, there's someone down there fighting something. I feel like the game has more players. Probably just because it's Christmas time and people on leave, people on break. I'm going away from my marker because there's a cliff. This is the Doms. This is where people come to farm XP. Just go round and round in circles, but I don't think it's even the best place to go. There's another place here in Alkir Desert that's pretty good if you go down here, where this little wharf is here, and around this beach. You can kill zombies there, and they respawn quite quickly. That's better. It's a bit better than going to the Doms, in my opinion. And a bit more interesting, kind of. You're still just killing shit, but... Dom farming for XP is good too, though, because you get a lot of rings to deconstruct, and anyone who plays this game knows jewel crafting materials are hard to come by, specifically the things to make your jewelry yellow and purple. Like if you go to your inventory, if you're a subscriber, you get a crafting bag. Oh, and to access it, you go there. The crafting bag, people ask me, is it worth subscribing? Purely just for the crafting bag. I started playing on the computer and I don't have the crafting bag. My bags are always full of crap. Look how much crafting materials I have in this bag. So many. But anyway, here's the chrome. Oh, I got 26 chromium plating, but I've been saving that for a long time. I've been coming on and doing my crafting dailies every single day. Even when I haven't been playing the game, I was still coming on sometimes and doing crafting dailies for the chance that I will return to the game. And here I am, returned, and I don't actually know where that sky shard is, but it's over that way. I have returned, and I've got 24 chromium plating, so I can make a bunch of yellow rings once I decide exactly what my spec is going to be, because I just don't want to waste crafting materials. And I am still trying to work on Master Crafter, which is, I believe, you become Master Crafter when you acquire every single trait. Which is a lot because... Oh, Sky Shard's over there. It's a lot because there's one when you get to the last one, noon, 24 days or something for research. 24 actual days. Which is a lot. That should be another skill point, I think. Nope. I think wrong, apparently. So I've got 6 out of 16 Sky Shards because I haven't got the ones that are in these things. Where are they? I swear I saw delves on my map. There was delves anyway. You go into the delve. It's like a little mini one-person dungeon. You don't have to do it one person, but it's easily done with one person. It's a public area, and lots of other people will be in there. And they've always got a Sky Shard in them. That sounds like the delve. No, Dolom. Delve. Which one's the difference? Dolom is the one. The dark anchors are called Doloms, I believe. Oh, there's a major skill book right there. Maybe not. It was a lore book. I'd be interested to know if anybody actually reads all these books. But it's like I was playing that Lord of the Rings the other day, and the guy came on. Yeah, he's a world boss. Let's kill his world boss since we're here. Yeah. Some world bosses are harder to kill than the others. There you go, I got a lead off that too. Talk of the is now scribable. Let's have a look. So when you go journal and antiquities, scribable. This is the one I just picked up. Alkia Desert. That is to make this. Talk of tonal consistency. While your stamina is less than 50%, increase your magic recovery by 450. While your magic is less than 50%, increases your stamina recovery. Okay, so that's not something that I'm going to farm. But they might make it better in the future. Who knows? So it's not... If I find something to scry, I'll just scry it just for the sake of it. Have it in my bag. You never know. That's dual crafting materials. Platinum. There's a chest through there too. I'll see how bad I am at lockpicking. Very bad. Already off to a bad start. Ooh. I was getting good at one point. Oh, there's a ring. That's good. Don't need the ring. Just like I said, crafting materials. I think I've done my crafting dailies today. That's a mage's book right there. I'll pick them up if I see them, but I'm not stressing too hard about it. My tank. What is that green stuff there? Is that blacksmithing or... No, that's yeah, that is blacksmithing, sorry, I think. I gotta go wake this baby up, I think, otherwise he's gonna sleep all day. Oh, that was missing him, or were we lagging? Oh yeah, so if you're Australian and you play this game, you have to get used to having a bit of lag. More than a bit. Much more than a bit. Alright. Trap Beast is on 3. So these passives are just reduces cost of sprinting. Not going to waste points there right now. Not until I have lots of points to waste. So all my other characters I've got full builds done and still got 50, 60 skill points left there to spend if I wanted to. Like my crafter, my necromancer, I'd love to play him as my main, but necromancer's in a bad spot right now, or I just suck, I don't know. Hard to say. Bit of both. There's one in that town there. Hark, Wayfarer. Oh, up there. So we collected a few sky shards. I want to just do that each day, rather than... Don't want to spend my whole day doing sky shards, obviously, because it's boring. Oh, I wonder if I applied to a guild, an Australian guild. Happy Little Vegemites, but they haven't accepted my request yet, so who knows. But I'm in their sister guild anyway, so okay. These are enchanting materials. I got a lot of materials, but if I see them, I'll still stop and pick them up. There's a horse trainer right there. Go do my horse training. There's 3 different horse training categories: speed, stamina, and carry capacity. Carry capacity just gives you extra space in your bags. Speed is self-explanatory. It makes you run faster. And then, obviously, when you're on your mount, your horse has stamina. Under your stamina bar, there's a little bar. That's your horse's stamina. And I do that one last. I normally do speed, then bags, then stamina. I think if you're a PvP, I think you need the stamina, because if your stamina runs out, you get hit, you get dismounted. A little bit of Christmas decorations up. I'm going to go back to my house. That's something my partner thinks is quite hilarious, the fact that I have a house and then I've been decorating it. Which reminds me, I need to try to figure out how to finish getting the areas to the house. There's 3 areas you can unlock, or 4, the first area, then 3 more areas. Went there the other day to do the quest and it's bugged. The quest is bugged out, and then Google says this has been reported to the ZeniMax, but it hasn't been fixed, and it's been a long time. So this is the house, my decorations, nothing special, but I want to unlock this area and I want to unlock that area over there because I don't even know what they look like. I still got the quest in my bag. It's in Southern Elsewhere, Order of the New Moon. See this one. But it was bugged out. Meet up with Casca. Oh, daily. Crap there. $12.71 champion points. I've got every character at max level. Every class, sorry. I got 2 sorcerers. I got 2 sorcerers. I got my son's sorcerer, who is a werewolf tank, which does not work very well, to be honest. I wish it did, because it's so much fun, but it does not work particularly well. It's good for normal dungeons, whatever, but if you tried to go in a veteran dungeon as a werewolf tank, you would probably get kicked. My son's warden, which is good. My sorcerer. My currently Templar tank, but yeah, probably stay Templar tank. my Nightblade DPS, my Dragonite DPS, which kind of he's not got any gear or anything right now. My main tank, Dragonite tank, my Necromancer, which I would love to also be my main character, but he's my crafter, and then my Arcanist. But yeah, there's my crafter. He was my main character for a long time. Used him to tank, used him to DPS. Haven't used him to heal, but maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to make him into a healer, and then he'll be playable again. But there's people in their guild putting up their passes, doing over 100k on Necromancer DPS, so fuck, who's to say what's good and what's bad? It's the player in it. These are the crafting dailies. Pretty exciting stuff. I've been selling any of the writs I get. I just can't be bothered doing writs because I don't want the crafting tables in my house. I really don't care. I think that's all you can get from the writ vendor. I'm not actually even sure. I should probably check that out. Oh, that's right. I'm very low on materials. How did I get so low? I think I was doing my crafting dailies at 160 CP. So I've accidentally used up all my crafting materials. Like an idiot. Just doing dailies. But it's only leather. Nope, tailoring. It's only light material. But luckily I had enough to complete my dailies. So, good tip for young players. When doing crafting dailies, make sure you haven't accidentally flicked that to 160 because it puts the required materials from 10 to 100. Which will burn through your materials very fast. And then you won't have enough to do dailies like I currently don't for tailoring. But that's fine. You live and you learn. It's pretty exciting stuff, the old crafting dailies, but they're hell worth it. People often ask how to make gold. How do you make gold in Elderscrolls? This is not the only way. Might not even be the best way. But you're making 5,000 gold a day just from doing this. Which adds up. And if you've been doing them for a long time on the same character, quite often you won't even need to do the cooking or the alchemy because it will already be in your bag, ready to hand in. This is enchanting. See, I'm making adds max magicka, and then color. Same as any MMO. White, green, blue, purple, yellow. Pretty standard quality colors. White's the worst. In this game, yellow is the best. A lot of games, purple is the best. And you just come here. This is my favourite town to do the dailies in because everything's so close together. I run in the front door, pick up the quests at the front door, run in, do them, run out the back door, hand in right here, done. Then I just log out, stand right here, do it all again tomorrow. Unless I decide to actually play this guy. Don't know. If I had a group to play with, I'd probably try him as a healer. I believe Necro healer's in the top one. I mean, no one's ever going to beat Templar for healer. But Arcanist and Necro are pretty good too. Necro has a res that can res your whole group if they die, which is handy. So yeah, then you just open up all these boxes you get from doing the quests. Sometimes you'll get, and this is how I ended up with 24 chromium plating. But sometimes, like today, you won't get anything. You won't get any yellow. Didn't get any yellow, but I got these blacksmithing writs. So I've been selling these, trying to sell these. I sold one for 30k yesterday, so that was good. But yeah, how much gold we make? Let's have a look. I don't know. I think About 5k. Make about 5k. Bunch of crafting materials. Adds up. This guy had 0 gold. Now he's got 24,000. And the one thing I did spend money on one time was the rag picker, so I don't have to go like you scrap crap. And then hope you get some crafting materials back enough to do tomorrow's dailies. Which looks like I got 15 silk. Worst case scenario, get my girlfriend to send me some crafting materials and get her to. I mean, I'll log into her account and post them to myself. All right. They've been asleep for way too long. I'd like my son to sleep at night time because I'm freaking exhausted. Doesn't look like I'm going to golf now. But that's the end. That's going to be the end of today's stream for a bit, unless I come back on. At least I got streaming done today because I have not been feeling great last couple of weeks and not been streaming. Thought that was the baby cry, but it's sirens. I live right near a fire station, police station as well. Cool. Alright, stream done. Thank you to anybody who watched.